But what we need to talk to Merce about now is what happened at the Emirates today.
Bayern crushed 3-1 by Arsenal as Thierry Henry reacts furiously and Arteta's brilliant plan shocks the world. That was the headline that echoed across Europe as Arsenal delivered one of their most complete and commanding performances of the season. In a night filled with intensity, precision, and tactical superiority, Mikel Arteta's side produced a masterclass that left Bayern Munich stunned, fans electrified, and legends like Thierry Henry visibly emotional as the final whistle confirmed Arsenal's dominance on the grandest stage. From the very beginning, Arsenal approached the match with a level of confidence and control that suggested they had arrived with a clear plan and the belief to execute it. The game kicked off with a high tempo, and almost immediately it was clear that Bayern Munich was struggling to settle. Their usual rhythm in possession was disrupted by Arsenal's relentless pressing, and their attempts to build from the back were met with constant pressure from the front three. Arteta's tactical structure forced Bayern into mistakes, and within the first 10 minutes Arsenal created two dangerous openings that signaled what was to come. The breakthrough arrived in spectacular fashion. Arsenal moved the ball quickly from midfield to the right side, where a perfectly weighted pass split the Bayern defence. The cross that followed was precise, and the finish was clinical as Arsenal took a 1-0 lead. The Emirates erupted with noise, and cameras immediately cut to Thierry Henry, who jumped to his feet, visibly thrilled but also intensely focused. He knew the job was far from done, and the players responded by maintaining their aggressive approach. Bayern attempted to recover and push forward, but every time they advanced into Arsenal's half, they were met by a defensive unit that was well drilled and disciplined. The partnership at the back showed complete control, stepping in at the right moments, winning duels, and cutting off passing lanes. Meanwhile, the midfield trio put on a dominant display, dictating the tempo and outworking Bayern's central players with both energy and intelligence. Arsenal continued to grow into the game, and their second goal came from a moment of brilliance that perfectly reflected Arteta's philosophy of fast transitions. A Bayern attack broke down in midfield, and Arsenal instantly turned defence into lightning-quick offence. Two quick passes opened space, and the forwards surged into the box before firing a powerful shot past the Bayern keeper. At 2-0, the stadium erupted again, and this time Thierry Henry threw his hands in the air, shouting and smiling widely as he celebrated the sheer quality of the move. But Bayern Munich are never completely out of the fight. Their response was strong as they pushed forward with more urgency, searching for a way back into the match. Arsenal faced a spell of pressure, and Bayern eventually pulled one back after a scramble in the box. The goal made it 2-1 and suddenly injected a sense of tension into the air. Bayern gained confidence, and Henry's expression shifted from joy to concern as he urged Arsenal to maintain their composure. This moment is where Arteta's influence became even more evident. Instead of panicking or retreating, Arsenal returned to their structured pressing and regained control of the midfield. Arteta made slight adjustments to the shape, urging his players to close the half spaces and prevent Bayern from finding their rhythm. The match settled again, with Arsenal looking more composed and ready to strike on the break. The crucial moment arrived early in the second half. Bayern pushed bodies forward in search of an equaliser, but Arsenal punished them with a devastating counter-attack that showed perfect movement, vision, and execution. A clever through ball split the defence and the finish was expertly placed into the bottom corner. At 3-1, the roar from the crowd was deafening, and Thierry Henry could not contain himself. He stood up, shouting in disbelief, shaking his head with a mix of shock and admiration. His reaction went viral within minutes, as fans shared clips of the Arsenal legend reacting with pure emotion. From that point on, Arsenal controlled the game with a maturity and intelligence that highlighted how far the team has evolved under Arteta. Their passing was crisp, their defensive transitions were sharp, and their ability to manage the tempo frustrated Bayern, who struggled to create clear chances. Every time Bayern attempted to push forward, Arsenal snapped into shape and regained possession with calm precision. Arteta's touchline presence was another highlight of the night. His instructions were constant but composed, reflecting a manager who knew exactly what he wanted from his players and exactly how to maintain control of the match. His tactical adjustments neutralised Bayern's attacking threats, and the team responded by playing with incredible discipline and understanding. As the match approached its final minutes, the crowd sensed that something special was happening. Arsenal were not just beating Bayern Munich. They were outplaying them in every department. The players moved with confidence, the fans sang with pride, and even neutrals watching from around the world recognized that this was one of the most dominant European performances Arsenal had produced in years. When the final whistle finally blew, Thierry Henry reacted with a mix of relief, pride, and overwhelming joy. He clapped loudly, hugged those around him, and spoke passionately about the significance of the performance. For Henry, who has always been vocal about his love for the club, it was a moment that represented not only victory but progress and belief in the direction Arsenal are heading. Across Europe, analysts praised Arteta's tactical plan as one of the best he has delivered. From the pressing structure to the attacking transitions and defensive organisation, everything worked like clockwork. The victory did not happen by accident. It was the result of preparation, discipline, and a squad fully committed to the manager's vision. For Arsenal fans, this match will be remembered as a statement, a message to Europe that Arsenal are not just participants in major competitions. They are contenders. Serious contenders. Bayern Munich, one of the biggest giants of European football, had been dismantled by a team full of belief, hunger, and technical quality. The 3-1 win will undoubtedly sit among the most satisfying and symbolic results of Arsenal's modern era. It showcased talent, character, and tactical intelligence at the highest level. It brought joy to supporters and legends alike. And above all, it solidified the growing belief that this Arsenal team under Arteta is ready to challenge anyone on the biggest stage. For more in-depth match breakdowns, reactions, and Arsenal news, make sure to subscribe to the channel.